Hello, hello, everyone. It is really nice to be back. Hey, Miss Coffee, how you doing? How are you tonight? Well, I came on because just to come on and at least say something. And I'm trying not to get so far removed from what I had been doing. Oh my goodness, you floating. Hi, Kajaria. I'm trying not to get so far removed from what I normally do. But under the circumstances, it's hard to mm, not have to do things differently. But for the most part, whew, one thing I have been doing is a lot of traveling. A lot of traveling. Um, and just right now, I'm not, you know, sharing where exactly that I am and all of that good stuff. Later on down the line, I will show and share all of those things. There are some really, really great things that are happening. Um, I've been able to get in touch with my creative side. um, just doing things that I would normally not be willing to do. And y'all, let me I'm gonna just turn the camera on just for a second or two. But I'm in the closet, y'all. I'm hiding in the closet in the bathroom. So, I'm okay. But this is where I get to escape away from everybody else. So Um, yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling. I've been able to do some of the things that I never thought that I'd be doing, like recording in the studio, writing my own stuff, you know, that type of things and everything. So that feels good. So I'm being able to put my energy into that. Um, and I've been able to help plant seeds everywhere that I've been going. And tomorrow I'm going to finally play in some dirt my own self. And I am so ecstatic about it. I feel like I'm suffering from withdrawal for the past couple of days. So tomorrow, I will be able to get my hands dirty. And I hope you all are still, going out into your gardens and, growing things. Um, Another thing that I wanted to talk about, the things that are not so fun. I wanted to talk about the things that are fun. Is like being able to just I thought I would miss a waterfall in one place and then I got to a different place only to see more waterfalls. So um that's still a beautiful thing right there. Good, Miss Coffee. You got you a potato sprout. I'm glad for you. But I was trying to get all of the good things that's been happening in this situation because I tried to tell y'all that I try not to walk in the room and find just like in the garden, I try not to walk out there and find what's wrong with it before I find out what's good about it. So there's a lot of things that's been happening that's good about it. But the hardest thing is, and that I'm learning, is everything that I do is some kind of way, shape, or form surrounding my children and everybody else too. So then when I finally get by myself, it's like, well, what do you ever do that you like to do? So um but when you've been doing what I've been doing so long, it is a process. And it's almost like it's a fight against yourself. Um because who thinks of sometimes you got to push your kids to the side to take care of you? That for me is a disgusting thought. Doesn't mean that it's a knock for anybody, but this morning I had a hard time getting my day started because I'm used to getting up and I can see my kids in the morning. And then I can also hear at the same time, your kid's okay. I can hear from them, I can talk to them. But it's like everything throughout the day you planning what they got to do, what you got to do, how to work around everything. Everything is surrounding the kids. So it's like getting up and only having to think about what I'm going to do with myself for the day. My morning started off real rough. But somebody just looked at me this morning and just said, because I just started talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And they said, well, let's get up and go out. And for me, going out usually is not an option, but it is an option. I just put myself in a box like that. So, what I'm doing at this moment, even though I don't have any kids or anything with me, I literally don't have any responsibility at this time but to take care of me. And still, but that's where I am right now into this journey. And I'll make it out. I don't know why I have you up here on this board like that, Miss Coffee. I hadn't even paid attention to it. But you made it. um and yeah, Miss Coffee, I know you ain't good for them if you neglect yourself, Shauna. Yeah, you're right, but I've been doing what I know how to do my whole life. And um that lasted this morning probably for about a good 3 or 4 hours. And then I was able to move on from it. So um with a lot of deep breaths and everything, I'm going to try to remind myself and now the people that are around me know um that's one of the things that bother me in the morning tomorrow. I shall wake up and do something different. So, but I just wanted to come on and not, at least come and say that I'm okay. It's ups and downs. There's ups and downs of this journey, mostly because I'm always thinking about what I got to do for somebody else and not what I got to do for me. So, um, it's to be continued. I'm documenting, taking pictures and everything and all of that good stuff, but um sometimes you can't release a whole bunch of information on this in this situation. So um but to be continued. um and see where we go from here. um Other than that, y'all, I don't if nobody has any questions or anything, it's just like, um y'all know me, I'll be done went quiet and because I don't have much to say right now at this point. If anybody asked the question, no, I still have not spoken to my husband yet, and I haven't expected to either at this point, and I'm just being honest. At this point, I haven't expected to hear anything from him. I'm not expecting anything. I wake up and I'm just focused on what I'm focused on at the time. I don't have any, right now, I can say I don't have any expectations. So, um, if he calls, so I'm not even saying that he is going to. So, you know, we'll see how that go. But that was just in case anybody had that question in mind. No, we have not talked. Um, but other than that, I just wanted to come and give a little update on what this is, where I am. I can't take y'all to the garden. I can't show y'all the chickens. I can't show y'all any of that stuff that we started out with, but I feel confident that all of that stuff is, I guess it's okay. But all none of that is in my control right now at this point. So, we'll see one of these days. Right, we still together long as you're safe. I'm good, miss you, sis. Um, still together. Yeah, I hate starting stuff. I mean, we had started so much stuff before I left. Before I left, started all of those plants all over again. Well, we'll see. So, regardless, growing in the garden, growing in life, just growing, period. In whatever your situation is, and whatever you're doing, um, don't repeat the same thing that you did last time thinking you're going to get a different result. If you tried something the last time and it didn't quite work that way, tweak it a little bit and change it around the next time. Because even walking away sometimes does not feel good. It's not a comfortable thing. So don't expect to be comfortable. And I'm not encouraging anybody to walk away from anything because God knows I believe in marriage. Um, I don't want my marriage to end. Um, None of that stuff. So if anybody looking for that to happen, that's not my goal. My goal is and I don't even know, I don't really want to I don't really want to share what my goal is, cuz really my goal has nothing to do with my husband. My goal is everything about myself. Cuz if I was 100% in myself, then most of this stuff wouldn't have an effect on me. So, at least not the way that it does. So, um, so I'm just on this journey to find out, what I can about my own self, and how I can get to the next level. And so, if I can do that, then I'm still growing. So, this is Life with Tashana over here, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. One day we out in the garden every day. The next minute we screaming and shouting. And the next day we traveling. So, but we believe in growing. Even though I'm not there to see the things growing, I still know that there are lots of things growing. Still growing with or without me being there. So we still growing. um but we are also the high class gardeners over here, and that just means we make sure that we growing stuff at all times. um the high class part is we just don't mess around with snakes, bugs, and worms, and that's in real life. People come in those forms, act those ways and everything. We don't mess with those kind of people. We try to stay clear of those. um but most important, we keep on growing. Hey, share with Shay. Hey, sister, you got this, my dear. I'm still waiting for the next karaoke night. And I was actually thinking of karaoke today, because even I can see why people, how there's people that sing, but they really don't have like a voice. Cause I don't say like, no, you can't sing. Everybody can sing. You may not be able to hold the notes and everything. I can see how people that don't really know how to hold a note or whatever, but they sing with their whole heart, because sometimes you can put a hurt, a love. There's all kinds of emotions that you can put in a song, and you can spit it out, and it's like it's so freeing to sing a song. So that's always my go-to thing. So I'm sure before this week over with, I'm gonna figure out how to get me some karaoke in. And that's for sure. So we gonna post that. Let me get with some of my other sisters and everything, and then we gonna figure out well, Shalissa in here already, so she'll be one of them. So we got to figure out, we got to come up with a night that we want to do it, and then we'll let y'all know. So we can get our karaoke on. So um but I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you all again for coming through and checking me out, you know, and going through these roller coaster rides with me, child. But you know, you're gonna have some good ones and we're gonna have some bad ones. So, but most of all, I want to say, though I had the roller coaster rides today, I had a, if I look back over the day, I had an awesome day. It's just the thoughts is my roller coaster. So, y'all, I don't want to be on here crying. I really don't. So, um, I'm gonna move on to other things, and I'll update you all maybe tomorrow, because I think I'm gonna feel better after I put my hands in some soil. So you all, that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So we gonna see what tomorrow gonna bring. Um, and I will miss coffee. I'm gonna trust the process. Thank you for that reminder. That's what I'm gonna do. Trust the process. Thank you all. And I just want to say, anybody going through this process, it's not a comfortable thing. Um, your process is your process. It's not gonna look like anybody else's, and some things can look very familiar. And sometimes, if you don't speak on these things, you can't move to the next level. It's like that thing of each one teach one. I know that the very thing I'm going through right now, I know that there is somebody else out here going through this same thing. And I want to say, trust the process, because it's the same thing that I have to do. I have to trust the process. And it's hard to trust something that you ain't never went this far. But if I look, because it just seems like it doesn't work. You've almost tried everything, you feel like it. But yeah, I'm gonna trust the process. This is just a up and down part of it, but I'm gonna trust the process. Again, y'all, thank you again. So, and I'm gonna just go ahead and get on off. But I will get back to you all um at a later date, and hopefully I can do it without you know, let me stop saying that too, because you all have to know my story to know why I always say, let me stop crying. Because in times like this, I feel like um, this is weakness. And I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm telling you, that's me. For me, it's weak to show emotions through tears. And I don't want to encourage anyone to not let your tears flow. And one of these days, I'm going to get that in check where I don't feel any way. about the tears that fall, whether they fall because of sadness, anger, whatever it may be. I won't even think about it anymore. So, so there you go. If you cry in tears, let the tears flow. It's okay. Um, but all right, y'all. I'm going to say good night because I didn't have no intentions on shedding no tears. But just going down the thought process of today. Today was not my favorite day. It definitely has been the hardest day. So hopefully from this point, those situations get better after today, after I speak it out and recognize that it's creeping up when it get ready to. So that's what I'll take away from today, to recognize you're getting ready to go to these places so you can move accordingly. So hopefully I was able to give somebody something, even in the times that I don't feel whole. But I know I'm gonna make it. That's for sure. I know I'm gonna make it. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to say goodnight for real this time. And I appreciate you all. And those ones that hit me up in the background and everything, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul. And just know some of those things that's being sent is coming right on time when you don't even have no idea. No idea of the place that I be in when those messages are sent. So I appreciate you all for that. And like I always say, whatever you pray for me, I ask God to do it back for you tenfold. And I mean that with every fiber of my being. I appreciate that. So, good night to you all. And I will try and check in with you all tomorrow. But if I don't, charge it to my, what you say? Charge it to my head, not my heart. you know. So, and thank you all again too for the prayers. I will see you all later.